Okay, so, hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, today, we are going to be watching some scary stories for the Halloween theme. We're going to be starting a new series called, called Scary Horror Stories. Spooky Scary Horror Stories. Yeah, Spooky Scary Horror Stories. SSHS. How's that sound? Hashtag SSHS. And yes, this is inspired by Korik's Kenshin series SSS. Spooky Scary Sunday. No! We're not going to be doing this on a certain day of the week. We're going to be doing this any day I want to. Which means we're probably going to be doing this. And yes, I know. I said I was going to come back. And I was going to do this video. But it's okay. So, anyways, love you guys. Bye. Now we're gonna start this video off. Now guys, since I only have 15 minutes I'm able to record on this, we're going to start this video off with, school, gotta make sure it's playing, school lockdown stories. So, here we go, 3, 2, 1, start. And yes, Llama Arts, I know he has time to do this, but please, Llama Arts, don't copyright me. I'm just a kid. I love your stuff. I've been watching it for a while, but I'm gonna shut up.
7th period, meaning the week was almost over and spring break would finally be upon us. So everybody was getting antsy in their seats, I could tell. We didn't have a test that day like a lot of my friends did with their other teachers. So our teacher in the middle of class just decided to start playing games with us on Sporkle.com. He was a very laid-back teacher like that. As we were doing some brand logo quiz on Sporkle, I remember the exact moment it happened. Right after my friend answered a question, I remember the exact answer too. Adidas, the dean's voice came through the loudspeaker. He sounded panicked and frantic as he told all the teachers this was not a drill and to go into lockdown. I actually got the chills, and I got goosebumps on my arms as our usually laid-back teacher, too, seemed panicked as he ran to turn off the lights.
This is scary. I would never want to experience that.
Of the room. We all sat in silence for about 2 minutes, and then the usual buzzing that came from the panel in the back of the room ceased, indicating that the school must have cut all the power.
Scary crap.
We all looked at each other, realizing this must be serious.
Well, she did say that on the intercom.
A few more minutes of waiting later, we heard a man screaming at the top of his lungs coming down the hallway. 2 girls in the class actually started crying, which made all of us even more scared. As the screaming got closer to the classroom, the lunatic-sounding man started banging on the lockers while screaming, "I'll kill all of you." It was at that moment that I started to fear for my life. My teacher shushed us as we all looked at each other to see our peers' reactions. The banging then moved from the lockers to our classroom door. And that's when one of the crying girls screamed no. The banging on the door only grew worse as the man started screaming, "Open up." 2 of the girls in the class
That guy looks terrifying.
It felt like an eternity that man was pounding at the door. But eventually, he finally continued down the hallway, screaming like a mentally insane person, until we could not hear him anymore. I'd say 10 minutes later, though it felt like half an hour given the situation, the dean came back on the loudspeaker explaining the situation, which was surprising for him to do. He explained that some apparently mentally unstable person entered the building and assaulted the woman sitting at the front desk, causing her to flee the building screaming.
I've already wasted like 7
minutes. The man was armed or not. Now this was before the school had cameras or could afford proper security, so the school was wide open to something like this happening. The staff had done a sweep of all the hallways and classrooms and couldn't find him, so the dean instructed the teachers to resume teaching, but to keep all the doors locked and to not let any students leave for any reasons. The most disturbing part, however, is that one of the janitors working the night shift found the man sleeping in one of the storage closets near the back end of the school, and according to rumors that were spread by my peers, sticking out of his pocket was a .44 Magnum.
Hell no.
The janitor must have done something stupid to wake him up.
I don't
For
know why I'm
example,
pretending like this is surprising. I've seen most of his stuff before. I've seen this before,
the man was gone.
but I just never really commentated on
My
it.
entire class, as far as I know, to this day, has no idea if this man was ever found, but I like to think that right now, he's being given the proper help that he needs.
Wow, dude. Let's talk about that. Because that was... stop, please. Thank you. Because that was an interesting one. That was like... What? Mom? That was an interesting one. I've seen that before. Hold on, no, I'm not there. But yeah, anyways, so that was School Lockdown Stories Animated. And I don't really know what we're going to do next. I'm going to search for it. But that was an interesting one. That's terrifying. I would never want to, and I never have experienced a school lockdown, thankfully. I've been lucky enough to have that not happen to me. But anyways, we're going to move on to the next one. Well, anyways, guys, moving on to story number 2 is True Camping Stories. Animated. We're gonna get that out of the way. Is it gonna...
So me and a couple of my buddies went camping last summer.
One more after this, and then we'll be done.
We had a decent hike into the deep end of the woods. We did some night fishing, listening to music, and basically drank to the point where everything was funny later in the night. I would guess we finally called it a night somewhere past 2 a.m. I shared a tent with one of my buds, while the other 2 shared another tent. We heard them laughing about something. At first we laughed at the sound of their laughing, but it soon got annoying and we yelled for them to shut up. One of them responded, "It isn't us." I sat up, startled with the response. I came to realize that it was a sound of only one person laughing, and it didn't sound like either one of my friends. Even in my drunk state, I realized how odd it was for somebody to be out this far in the woods so late at night. The laughing gradually got closer and louder to our campout. My friend shot up and looked at me with a worried look on his face. I heard my other friends scream over to us that they were getting freaked out. As the laughing got even closer, I could make it out very clearly to be the laugh of a male, probably in his 30s or 40s. It sounded like he was as drunk as us, messing around with friends, but we only heard his laugh, nobody else. There was something indescribably creepy about his laugh, too, as if it was missing something to it. You had to be there to understand what I mean. The laughing was now just at the edge of our campsite. But we couldn't hear any footsteps at all. Now that may not seem like a big deal. It was impossible to move through that without making noise. And finally, all of a sudden, the laughing stopped completely. We had no idea where whoever that was standing, as he hadn't made a single stepping sound. We sat there in silence looking at each other. My friend was clearly freaking out, but he was keeping it together the best he could. Finally, something broke the silence. The sound of something rubbing against the cottony fabric of the tent. We saw the outline of a hand through the moonlight, pressing on the tent. We both screamed at the top of our lungs before getting out of the tent. We ran as fast as we could through the woods, our other friends following us. After about 5 minutes of running, we somehow found our car. I actually puked from running so much before taking the wheel. I don't condone drinking and driving, but I still believe we were just in this situation. By far the most horrific experience of my life. No idea who or what the hell that was, or what they wanted.
Damn, dude. That one was a spooky one. That's something that's terrified me ever since I've ever heard about scary stuff, really. Like, I don't want to go camping and then hear some random person who is not with us, we don't know at all, walking around laughing like that. That's just not okay to me. That's something that would truly terrify me, which is why that's one of the reasons why I don't really like camping or want to go camping. Mainly because I think it's boring, even though I know church camp is actually really fun. I still don't want to go though because I'd rather stay at home and play my electronics and make YouTube videos. And yes, I am working on this video still, but anyways, let's get into the third animated story. Last one, let's go. Now, moving on to the last one. True hide and seek horror stories. Animated. Now, True Hide and Seek is a game that's truly, it's like you're playing with your friends, but it's like when you really think about it, what if you were playing hide and seek with your friends in an abandoned house, and then they just all of a sudden are like, oh my god, it's a haunted house.
Sometimes bring me down to my aunt and uncle's place to stay for the weekend. Meaning, I'd spend time playing with my two cousins who were around the same age as me.
Oh, that's 6 minutes.
They lived on a small farm with plenty of open space, and we could run around doing pretty much whatever we wanted. If we thought we could get away with it, the three of us would sometimes cross over to the neighboring farm about half a mile away. It had been abandoned.
Guys, we might have to finish this one in the next video.
And other structures still standing on the property, just begging to be explored. This was, of course, a gold mine for three adventurous young boys such as ourselves.
You know what? No, we're not gonna. Moving on to horror story number 3, the final one, and we had to skip doing that one last one because it would go over the time limit that I had for this video. But anyways, Night Shift Stories 7-Eleven. Animated. True night shift horror stories.
It was 2
7-Eleven
years ago.
Yep.
I was called in to do the night shift, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. at 7-Eleven, since
The
somebody
studio will
called
end
out.
at like 14 minutes, and I'll have
The store was
time
located
to
on a busy
do an
road in a
outro real
rather
quick.
quiet and rural area. During the night shifts, you could expect anywhere from 10 to 20 people come in to buy a beer or something else. This one particular night, there was this one guy, mid-20s, that came in. He started making weird noises, like loud yelling noises. I assumed he had some kind of mental disability. In fact, my brother has a mental disability, so I immediately felt sympathy for the guy. He walked up to the counter without any items, with his head facing me, but his eyes were looking up at the ceiling. I felt uncomfortable. I honestly didn't know how to deal with it. I tried speaking with him, but he only responded in loud noises. I kept checking if he was with someone outside, but he was alone. There weren't any cars in the parking lot, so I assumed he walked. He stood there for so long, looking up at the ceiling and making noises, that I tried to get him out by handing him a bag of chips and telling him he could go. I tried finding some kind of number to call for someone to help him. Then, out of nowhere, he finally turned around and walked out.
By the way,
store.
guys, after this video, when it gets uploaded, I obviously am going to upload the other video, make the other video on my other phone, and upload it there.
I picked up to hear the familiar yelling sounds of the man from earlier. He caught me off guard. I didn't know what to think, other than this has to be some kind of prank. I hung up on that. I was now becoming paranoid of my surroundings, constantly checking outside through the windows. Come 4 o'clock, the person working after me came in, finally allowing for me to go home. It wasn't my problem anymore. I got home and threw all my stuff on the table, ready to get to sleep. But my
Yeah, we might not be able to do the outro, guys.
I felt a chill run down my spine. Why would someone be calling at 4 a.m.? I could only imagine it was bad news. I braced myself and picked up the phone to hear the man again. I felt sick to my stomach as I listened to the loud noises he made. I struggled to slam the phone to the receiver. All night I felt like I was being watched, even with all the blinds shut. And I could swear I heard strange noises coming from all over my house.
Yeah, we might not be able
I
to
refused to get
do
any
this
sleep until the sun
one.
came up. Weeks passed and I had forgotten about the incident. Until one day, when going into the basement for the first time in a while, I found that papers had been scattered all over the floor. And when I went into the basement closet, I found writing on the
Yeah, we're
walls.
not going to be able to finish this.
7-Eleven
Are not
had been
going to
written
be able
sharply on
to.
the wall, along with the address to the 7-Eleven I worked at and my house address. The most disturbing part, I also found various kitchen knives, along with a large pocket knife sitting in the closet. What started out as seemingly just an innocent person, turning into something of a prank, ultimately turned into something much more horrifying. He had been living down there for God knows how long, and I'm just grateful that, for whatever reason, he changed his mind and left, because I haven't seen or heard from him since.
Wow.
All I can say is that man is dangerously ill.
Wow, man, that's horrifying, terrifying. Well, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below. And 3 words on: be awesome, keep awesome, stay awesome. Bye! Love you!